when he looks behind him, there's only one guy who knows the truth of why he thinks he shot someone. Three. Hey guys!
How are you today? We're back with the Sizzle. I'm your host Jade.
And I'm John. Nice to thank you guys for stopping by and watching this episode. Today we're talking about a drama.
A brand new drama that's airing, right?
Yeah, a lot of people don't really know about this because it's a mini, what do you call it, a mini series?
Yeah, mini series, I think so.
4 episodes. So during the month of August, you can watch it on Netflix. And I think you can watch it, yeah, you can pretty much watch it on Netflix or on any other like drama site. But it's called Hunted or Boar Hunt. And
is it a Netflix show or is it? Like...
It is on Netflix. Yeah, you can watch it on Netflix, and Netflix drops one every week. So we're kind of like in the middle of it. So I've only watched 2 episodes. But after 2 episodes, like each episode's like a little bit over an hour, and it's gripping. Like it's gripping, and then it's very psychological. So if you guys like that, like thriller kind of dark kind of show, I highly stick around, and I'll tell you what this is
there's
about.
A new like suspense or like psychological drama on Netflix, I watch it. Like I binged the whole thing, so I'm like thinking, do I want to watch it while it's airing or do I want to wait till it's finished so I can just watch it all together?
Oh, I see. Then you might want to wait till it's all finished and then watch it.
I like to binge and then like, do you know The Boys?
Mm-hmm.
The comic like
superhero, yeah.
Movie? Like I watched that every week because I couldn't wait. I needed to like.
I like that show. It's a top show, I think.
Yeah, and it's very dark, and I like dark things. So when I saw the article about this, I was like, oh, what is this? I want to watch it. Like.
I love dark drama.
Yeah.
I like, if you guys like my drama reviews, let me know, because like I'll continue doing them because I love watching dark dramas, and all the dramas that I pick, most of them are dark. But I think this one you guys will like and enjoy because it's very short. It's 4 episodes, once every week on in this month, August, and the last one will be the end of this, the last week of August. And this series stars Park Ho-sun as he's kind of like a farmer, ordinary village farmer, and this plot is in rural Korea. Like you when they do the shots of this town that they're in, like overhead shots, it's just trees.
Is it like a mountain town or is it like in the valley?
It's kind of like in the flatlands, and then you can see like a mountain in the background. But this is literally in the middle of South Korea, like far away from everything.
Usually, well, South Korea is so mountainous, so I was just like, there's a flat area, and I'm thinking, and I'm like.
I wouldn't say like it's super flat. I'm just saying like it's hilly, but you know there's some couple of mountains. If you guys don't know, South Korea is mountainous, but the mountains are not like super tall. They are kind of just a little bit higher than.
And like, there's lots of like little towns that are like kind of.
Yeah, there's a lot, and this drama is literally like one of those towns. So it's very small cast. And Park Ho-sun is the main character, and he's a middle-aged guy who has a family and a teenage son, and they are literally just farmers. So one day, the first scene is him doing the lotto. So he's like checking on his super old computer, like very old computer, and he's checking the lotto, and he wins the lottery.
Really? That's the first episode?
And he wins a whole bunch of money. That's the first scene.
Wow.
And then so he's like super happy, and he's like, I don't have to work anymore. And so they're gonna go up to Seoul to get their money. So that's what they're literally doing. And they are not happy people. They're just kind of like living life as is because they're farmers. But after winning the lotto, they're like, oh, we don't have to do anything anymore. So they go up to Seoul to pick up their money. And they throw a huge party, like a village party. So, and let everyone know they won the money.
The one thing they tell you do not do.
Yeah, the one thing you shouldn't do is tell other people you're rich,
Yeah.
But they do it because they're super excited. So the kind of the background story is that it's a very small town, so everyone knows each other, and they're all farmers. So they all kind of grow like vegetables, and they're in an area where there's a lot of boars. And recently the boars have been kind of ravaging their crops. So the farmers decide like to get together and go up to the mountains and get rid of them. And they're like, hey, let's just kill a boar and bring it home to celebrate you winning the lotto. Mm-hmm. So that's what they decide to do. So that's why it's called boar hunt.
Oh, it's very interesting. Like, I think that is such a unique concept. They're like, we just won the lotto. Let's go hunt this boar.
It's a countryside,
Eat this entire boar.
Yeah. I would say like the whole town was like less than 50 people. It was like if considering like what the size of the party they had like 20 people at the party. That's how small this town is.
That was probably the most fun they've had in a long time.
So basically, they go out, all the guys, the men, and they go hunting for boar, and they're the first half of the first episode is them chasing the boar and trying to kill it. So the Park Ho-san, which is the name is called Kim Young-soo. That's his character, Kim Young-soo. So Young-soo actually grabs his rifle, and I think in Korea the only people that can have guns are if you register it for hunting. So those are the only people.
Probably people in the countryside, I think.
And then if you guys didn't know, like the only way like people die by gunshot is hunting accidents usually, or someone who has like a hunting license. So that's why this drama, there's an accident that happens. I don't want to give you guys everything, but because I really recommend this this drama. And basically, Kim Young-soo goes hunting and he accidentally shoots into a bush where he hears noise, thinking that it's a boar, but he thinks he shot someone. So
I feel like that's very smart. I think it's just like
and
shoot into a random bush.
He finds out that when he looks behind him, there's only one guy who knows the truth of why he thinks he shot someone. So he's very like paranoid about the people around him.
And he just got the money, right?
And he just got the money.
Oh, okay.
And then that's the first part, and then they go, kind of go back to their village. He has this guilt. He's feeling uncomfortable because he still thinks he shot someone.
Why didn't they check?
That's part of the drama. I don't know.
Why don't you?
I don't want to give you guys everything, but they go back and they're in the having the party, and his son never comes back home from school. So that adds to the plot of the story.
And then it's like a mystery. It's like where's the son?
Yeah, it's like a mystery thriller, and he gets all paranoid, so he's like going around town asking people, have you seen the son? No one's seen his son, or even heard of, because it's a small town, he just went to school assuming he would come back, and him and his wife hasn't seen their son in a couple days. So then they get the teacher coming over to their house asking them, why didn't your son show up for school? And then, that's when things he's kind of putting it together and escalating in his head. It's like, wait a minute, like, okay, I went boar hunting, we shot something, but it sounded like a human scream. And then like they just left, they didn't check, so he's not sure. So he's not sure if he shot his son or he shot someone else or whatever, you know.
So that's like the mystery of the drama.
So that is what's going on. And we are only halfway through this drama, but halfway through 2 episodes, a lot has happened.
I really want to watch this now. I'm kind of interested. I like mysteries, and I like to like find out. Like, I'm not good at that, but my cousin is so good. Like, she knows exactly what happened. Like, will happen as soon as she starts the show, and it's so not fun for me. I want to like experience it. I'm like, wow, what? I'm like reacting to each part like in complete shock because I am so gullible. I don't know what's happening.
The acting in this is pretty good. It's not. I would say that the paranoia that you get, you can feel it through his character. Like, he's so afraid that he shot his son, but he's not sure. So he's so suspicious of like everyone around him that he starts blaming other people. It's like, oh, you kidnapped my son. So then when they get together the next time, they see his face, they're like, what's wrong? And he's like, he's not telling them because he's like, I think you kidnapped my son. Because he gets a call. He gets this mysterious call saying like, oh, I know where your son is. If you don't give me this money, then I'm gonna kill him.
See, if they never party.
So then after he gets that call, he's like, oh, he gets super suspicious, and then he's like, wait, who's the only person that knows that I shot, you know, the rifle? And he targets his neighbor. So then I'm not gonna tell you what happens next because it's very intense.
Is this all episode 1?
It's episode 2 after that. But after episode 1, you're kind of like left like a cliffhanger. Like, oh, what happened to his son? Like, why didn't he come back? You know, and then the local police comes, a detective comes along with the teacher, and they're asking people throughout the village, like, oh, have you seen or heard anything from the son? And they're trying to put the pieces together. So that's kind of like the mystery part.
I want to watch it now. I really am interested in this drama.
Let us know if you've heard of this drama or if you watched it, if you guys recommend it or not, and let us know in the comments, like, what do you think about the show? Yeah.
I really like miniseries, so I'm excited to see where this goes. And it's not that long, so.
I'm glad I convinced you because
I love usually I don't watch full dramas because they're so long, and I feel like there's like a formula and it's just so much. But like the shorter ones, like the zombie one on Netflix.
All of Us Are Dead. A historical one where it's like zombies attacking.
Yeah, that one was so good. And then they had the sequel. I watched that too. Like, because they're short, but they're dark, and there's like, it's not typical drama.
This is definitely not typical, because if you guys want to take a break from like the typical love triangle, all that stuff, and it's not really funny at all.
It doesn't sound funny.
It's not a funny show.
So.
But I mean, like, the acting's amazing. I feel like Korea's coming out with really good, dark, serious dramas that really take a lot of skill, like, to act.
I think especially after Netflix came, and then I feel like directors were like, now we can do whatever we want.
That's true.
They don't have to fight to get in a time slot on NBC.
That's a very good point, actually, because before they had limited amount of channels, so and cable channels, so that now you have more options, you have more freedom.
Yeah, and they can't show blood on Korean
Yes,
TV.
a lot of things get blurred out.
So like, I think now they have the freedom to do way more than before, and so now we're seeing shows like this,
right.
Squid Games and things like that. So.
Oh, Squid Game! I thought it was gonna be too gory, but it turned out to be some parts were pretty gory.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked because I was like, because it's very much a Korean drama, like it's got the tropes and things, and then it got so bloody so fast. I was like, ah.
But I heard that Korean dramas first started as pretty violent. It used to be pretty violent and gory and all that stuff, and then they cleaned it up. in the 90s and 2000s, and then maybe now with the freedom, you know, it's gone back. Like they know what people want to see.
Yeah, I want to see blood. I want to see everyone fighting. And I think that's why military dramas are so popular now.
Yeah.
So this is what we think about the drama. Let us know if you are excited to watch it, or if you're watching it now, what do you think? All right, that's it for the Sizzle today.
See you next time. 안녕.